So, hello everyone. I think this is going to be it. And if anyone comes in later, they can watch the replay at the YouTube Seattle Day. Hello? Okay. At the YouTube Seattle Day live stream page. You all should subscribe to that channel if you're not. So, I am Andrew Can. I am from TubeBuddy, which is an online browser extension. I'm going to be using Google Chrome, but we are also on Safari and Firefox. So if you don't like Chrome, we have options for you. So what we do is we integrate directly with YouTube, as you can see right here by the TubeBuddy icon. We help make YouTube easier for creators. How many of you out there have a YouTube channel? Raise your hands. I like to see interactivity. So almost all of you, that's good. How many of you have heard of us before? That's also pretty good. How many of you are actually using us? Not so good. That's what I'm here for. So, a lot of times creators have a lot of questions about the YouTube platform, whether it be how can I get better titles, how can I be searchable, how can I be better at YouTube. And YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. You may be aware of that, you may not. But what that means is that YouTube is working on serving your content to an audience. So when it comes to being searchable, a lot of creators don't know where to start. It's not that easy. It sounds, be searchable. What does that mean? If you don't know what it means, it's very simple. So I like to be interactive with my guests, give you some actual reason for being here and just not watching this in the stream. So I'm going to ask a question, and when I say go, I'm going to ask you to give me some ideas. So give me a searchable phrase or your niche, something in your niche that you're unsure of and you want to know if it's searchable, and I'll handle that. Go.
Bigfoot. Does my dog?
I heard Bigfoot, but what was yours as well?
Does my dog have worms?
Interesting. So, we're going to go to Keyword Explorer. And this is with TubeBuddy, and what you'll see is the first thing I heard was Bigfoot. So what we're going to break down for you is how searchable Bigfoot is. And you'll also see some of the autocompletes that YouTube recommends on YouTube already. So we're going to type in Bigfoot. And so the first thing you're going to see with TubeBuddy is a weighted score. The next thing you're going to see is unweighted. So the weighted score takes your personal channel, your current channel at this moment, and takes it into consideration before recommending you on this term. So if you're looking for Bigfoot, it's going to take your personal channel, your size, your authority, into consideration for this video topic. So as you can see here, if I were to make a video on Bigfoot, it would go very bad for me. So it may not be something I want to do. You'll also see some related searches over here. You'll see a score breakdown, so it'll give you a little bit more insight of what all of this means. So that's what we're going to do right now. So the first thing I'm going to say is that this is very bad for me to look into. But if I take a look deeper, I can see that with search volume, it's very highly searched. People want to know about Bigfoot. I can see that there's a lot of competition. The competition is very high. However, the optimization strength, which is where TubeBuddy comes in, is high, but not very high. It's in about the yellow-orange. And the way you need to think about this score is like a stoplight. Red is stop, you don't want to use that tag. Yellow, you might want to be cautious. Some of us are adventurous and go through the yellow, some of us slow down. You all know who you are. And green means go. You don't want to be the grandma, you don't want to be honk, let's go. That's what green is. So, for this, I would stop and rethink, and TubeBuddy is even recommending we do this by try clicking a keyword in the related panel to find a better score. So Bigfoot is a one-word search phrase. It's probably going to be a very competitive, and that's what the breakdown shows us. But let's go a little bit more specific, right? So Bigfoot as a term probably wouldn't be that great. However, if you look over here, Bigfoot game. If I'm a gaming channel and I want to talk about Bigfoot, that kind of seems like a natural fit. If I'm into trucks or automotive, Bigfoot monster truck. And all of a sudden that term that you're interested and passionate about, you can find ways to make it related to you. Because these are what people are actually searching for. So many times on YouTube, we have an idea, but are people looking for it? So let's just say we wanted to look up a Bigfoot song. I have no idea if there are any Bigfoot songs. We're going to find out together. So we're seeing that this is fair, and that 1.44 million other people wanted to hear Bigfoot songs. Any of you music channels out there, there you go. But we can see that this isn't, even then, it's better, we're orange, but I still would have a hard time recommending it. So if we go even more, since we went from Bigfoot and we went to Bigfoot song, we're now starting to see related to what we're looking for. And you're going to notice 3 different searches here. Video searches, web searches, and video topics. So, video searches are YouTube searches. These are what people are actively searching for at this moment on YouTube. Google searches, or web searches, is what people are looking for on the web. So, as you can see, Bigfoot songs from the 70s. So, there are more breakdowns, and then there's video topics. These are recommendations based on what people are searching for and have an audience for. This is all through TubeBuddy, so if you've ever wondered, how do I come up with a topic, we offer that as a solution. So, does my dog have worms? Was that the other one?
Can you slow down for a second?
Yes.
Take that further. So let's say, okay, you didn't make a song, you're not interested in music or a movie or the 70s or anything. However, let's just say you went on a hike and the topic of Bigfoot crossed your mind and you made a 5-minute video in which you extrapolated on sort of Pacific Northwest Sasquatch Bigfoot culture.
All right.
How do you then sort of take that general idea, you're taking into consideration what other people are searching for, but at the same time, it's not a song, it's not a movie, it's not related to the 70s or Howard Stern or anything, but yet grow the audience associated with Bigfoot is the central theme before you move on to worms, sort of.
So my question would be, is your entire channel dedicated to Bigfoot, or is this a one-off video?
Let's say it's a variety channel.
Well, to quote Roberta Blake, who is another YouTube expert, YouTube is favoring more specific niche content now more than ever. Because look at it this way, from YouTube's perspective. How many of you in here have Netflix, Hulu, another like streaming service to watch shows? Show of hands. Almost everyone. Let's say you're watching a crime show. You're really into the crime show. You click next. Today we're going to teach you how to dress up. This isn't my crime show. YouTube is having a hard time with variety channels because people don't search that way anymore. Earlier YouTube, people came specifically for the entertainment. It's a lot more competitive, so now people are coming for the value you bring them, not necessarily you. So if they're looking for Bigfoot, you happen to be the answer to that searchable question, right? But if your channel's passion isn't about Bigfoot, then is that something you want to always represent you? Now I understand you got inspired in the mountains and you want to talk about it, then maybe you should make it about your experience with Bigfoot, find ways to make that searchable, because unless you want to be known as the Bigfoot guy your entire YouTube career, that's kind of what you have to think about. I give this as an example. At VidCon, I met a person who does a comedy channel, but his most popular video is him milking a cow. And all of his searches come from how to milk a cow. He can't stand it. Because when he uploads a comedy video, everyone hates it, because he built his entire channel on one-off video that didn't represent his channel. So it comes down to, is this the content I really want to create, or is it just a one fun-off idea? So if you are in the mountains and you want to do Bigfoot, then find a way to make it related to your niche, whatever that may be. So that would be my answer there. So what is your niche? Okay.
Where I dress up as Bigfoot.
Yes.
And I interview musicians and smoke weed.
All right. That is super unique. So let's try Bigfoot Talk Show. And if you look, Bigfoot talking is an auto-suggestion, right? So for me, this is very bad. I don't have anything about Bigfoot on this channel. However, you're going to probably skew differently, right? So we know that people are looking for Bigfoot talking. Well, if you have a talk show about Bigfoot, and I know that people are looking for Bigfoot talking, well then, this is where you can be something YouTube calls honest clickbait. And this is from their own creator academy. It is you're answering the question, in this case, Bigfoot talking, in a different way. Bigfoot on a talk show is definitely Bigfoot talking. It just may not be what they know they wanted. So that would be an interesting example of how focus on what the video is really about. In this case, a Bigfoot talk show, go for Bigfoot talking. And then we see audio recordings. Now, you are using that, but then you can be more specific. Maybe the focus exactly isn't Bigfoot, maybe you want to be more topical, maybe you want a specific video. You know people are coming for Bigfoot talking, but you can't sustain each upload on that.
What about Bigfoot smoking weed?
That is a search phrase I never thought I would look up, folks, but come join me on this wild ride. Welcome to Seattle, is what I'm learning. And, wow. Hey! being said, go for it. But you see, people are searching for things. What I find with Keyword Explorer is something I never would think to search for is searchable.
But what did you just learn there? Okay, we got a higher hit. Did you suggest that all of your content was along those lines?
Yeah, so, I mean, TikTok to, like,
So this would be a good catch-all tag, meaning that is this always going to be relevant to the kind of video you do?
I made 100 videos of.
So this is always going to be relevant. So this is what is called a catch-all, which means this is what you should title your playlist, by the way, is Bigfoot smoking weed. Again, a phrase I never thought I would say in my lifetime, but thank you. You're expanding my horizons as well. But that would be a great playlist because we know, but here's something to think about. Before we move any further, you asked, how do I know? The next thing I want to take a look at is this. Total search results. Before we get too crazy, 8,000 people are searching for this. I don't know how sustainable that would be to get past that 8,000. So, if you look at the most used tags for these videos, we're seeing Sasquatch, we're seeing weed, we're seeing Bigfoot. So that's always up to you as the creator to know your audience, to know what your video is about, because that's your job at the end of the day. What is this video really about? For him, Bigfoot smoking weed is a part, but if he's interviewing Snoop Dogg, that's probably more so what the video is about than Bigfoot smoking weed. That's his unique factor, but that's not what people are searching for. But it is something you can rank for, which is why we went to Bigfoot Talking, which a lot of people were looking for, call that your playlist, which has a lot better than Bigfoot smoking weed. Again, such a fantastic phrase. And then that is more searchable because YouTube wants your videos, your content to be the answer to a searchable question. That's what YouTube wants. A lot of people feel like YouTube's against them, but the truth is, YouTube can only place your videos where you title it, where you describe it, and where you tag it. So if you don't accurately do that, how is YouTube supposed to know where to put you? That's what YouTube's doing. It's not an evil algorithm. It's trying to help you, but a lot of times people don't know what to put. And not knowing can hurt you more than anything else. Because if you don't understand how they're working, and you're putting in everything the wrong way, then you're hurting yourself, but the algorithm's easy to blame because that's what's supposed to be helping me. But the algorithm can only base what you tell it. That's why they give you the ability to put the title, the tags, the description, the thumbnail. If you want to leave it all up to chance, then don't change any of that. That's complete chance-based. Then, if you're not editing any of that, then you can say, you know what, YouTube's not favoring my content. But the truth of the matter is, YouTube gives you the ability to tell it where to put the content. Where we come in with TubeBuddy is helping you find what people are actually searching for. So the Keyword Explorer is great because not only does it show you what people are searching for, it also shows you what people have actually made with this content. And it can show you how well it is optimized. So we can see that no one has made a video titled Bigfoot Smoking Weed, which is interesting, but it's something that has not been here. And if you look, we have partial matches, so we have Bigfoot. And what YouTube does is they highlight words in your title, your description, and your tags. So, if you look here, what we highlight is Bigfoot, Bigfoot. But, if you look here, weed smoke minute-long hit Bigfoot Billy. All of a sudden, weed, Bigfoot. This is how YouTube thinks about it. If you were to make a video with this exact phrase, you'd have a high probability of ranking high for it because, I realize the pun in hindsight, because that is what people are searching for. So, you want to be the answer to that searchable question. Right now, no one's made a video with this topic. Doesn't really surprise me, but that is a way you could break in. So, if you wanted to make a playlist where you just talk about weed and Bigfoot, that would be an idea. And then, we also show you trending. So, believe it or not, this is not trended. Then we show you the historical, which there's not enough data. But if we break it down a little more simple, go back to just Bigfoot, we're going to probably see some trends, maybe some historical data. All of a sudden, we're seeing things that have been rising for this query in the last 12 months. So these are things people have been looking for about Bigfoot. So again, this goes back to, what is the topic of this video? What is it really about? Does it match any of these phrases? No. Then maybe the video I made isn't that searchable. YouTube's a search engine. If you can't find, if your video isn't searchable, find a way to make it searchable. The content creation stage is different from the optimization stage. It's not the job of YouTube to make your video searchable, it's your job. That's the game we're playing. Because what happened in 2012, unfortunately, isn't viable in 2018, almost 2019 YouTube. YouTube highly prioritizes search, suggested, and related. So, that being said, it's not all gloom and doom, because with TubeBuddy, again, we give you information you didn't know in order for you to find it, in order to know what people are searching for. And again, this integrates immediately within YouTube. But there's more than just optimization. We have a lot of bulk functionality tools. If you're a creator, you need to be adding cards, you need to be adding end screens, you need to be making sure your descriptions are usable. So the first thing I want to show you is something we use very frequently with TubeBuddy. So I'm going to go to my videos page. So I already know a video we did today that does not have cards that needs it. And it was a stream with our very own Shelly Saves the Day. Shelly, thank you. Everyone give it up for Shelly if you want. So we're going to go ahead and edit, but before we even go in, this might be useful for anyone who is facing demonetization. We have something that lets you check if your videos are demonetized. For channels who have hundreds to thousands of videos, to manually go in one by one to try to search for, is my video demonetized, can take ages. However, with the demonetization double check, we go through all of your videos. We don't monetize our videos, so of course none of ours are monetized. But that is a useful feature, and it goes into our bulk features, which are all here. To go back to templates, we're going to click edit on this video, and what I'm going to show you is something in real time. So, with TubeBuddy, you have the ability to easily see the best practices that YouTube recommends on your uploads. So for example, I know that this video needs an end screen, that there are no tags to my title, that I didn't heart a comment, I didn't reply to comments, this isn't in a playlist, and these are all things that YouTube recommends every channel do, but I can guarantee you that you have one video that has missed one of the best practices by YouTube. So, knowing this is important because you want to make sure you're following everything that YouTube does and recommends you do. Because if you're not, you're missing out on growth opportunities. So, with TubeBuddy, let's say end screen. This video doesn't have one. We see the TubeBuddy icon in your apply template. What this allows you to do is apply a template immediately without having to go to the end screens page, without having to select. If you have series, so for example, going back to your Bigfoot interview series, you know that that's going to need a specific end screen usually. So, if we hit apply, it's going to go ahead and apply this end screen to this video with these previous established end screen elements. They've successfully been applied. If we go to end screens and annotations, we will see when we go on the video that these end screen elements are now there. Right there and right there. And if we want to easily save it for next time, all we have to do is set this video as an end screen template, click this, save the title, and then it'll save you time. Again, when creators tell me it's so hard to remember to do that, with TubeBuddy it can be as easy as a click of the button. And this works on cards, it works on a lot of different things. So again, what we want to do is help you find what is searchable so you can create content that is searchable, make it easier for you to do the back-end SEO work so you can spend more time creating content and less time dealing with the part you don't necessarily want to be doing. A lot of creators don't like the SEO side. A lot of creators just want to be creating the content. So with TubeBuddy, we help alleviate that. Our goal is to be your best friend on your road to YouTube success. So what that means is we want to help you. Now with that being said, I've shown a lot about TubeBuddy. It's Keyword Explorer, some of its bulk functionality. I'm going to leave this up to questions. And again, similar to before, we're going to say, when I say go, that's when you can kind of enter. So if anyone has any questions, go. Go for it.
Taking the tools that you learned, let's say I turn around and use TubeBuddy, can I had a conversation with someone earlier about whether you are, if you go back and edit your title, your description, your this or that, are you resetting to 0 in terms of credibility you've built up or viewership in the
So, great question. So, you're asking if I reset the metadata, will it reset my video, correct?
If you call it resetting, I don't know. If I used TubeBuddy as a platform and went back and edited hundreds of videos to that.
So my question would first be, was the video performing? If no, then yes, you should edit the video. And what I mean by performing is if it's 9 months old and it's gotten 0 views, it's probably not performing. However, if it's 9 months old and has 8 million views, probably don't want to change it. However, with TubeBuddy, let's use a video we've done in the past as a great example. So, we have a lot of videos on our channel, and not everyone has performed as much as I would love it to. No creator can say every video hit exactly like I wanted it to. I've met so many creators and I've never heard that. And if you want to prove me wrong, great. But genuinely and generally, I've never seen it. So, if we go in, this is a useful way that you can understand this a little bit better. So, if I am to scroll through, I'll just click a video. Let's go with, trying to find one. Let's go with scheduled video updates. This did pretty well, but not as well as I would like it to. So we follow all the best practices. We did pretty much everything we can. So if I was to go back in and re-optimize this old video, the first thing I would do is take a look at tags that are not ranking. This is why. If a keyword or tag is not ranking now, it's probably never going to. This video has been up for 4 months, so it's had way more than enough time to index. The only tags you should remove are tags that are not performing for you. So in this instance, how to schedule. At the time, it probably made a lot of sense to me. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think highly of past Andrew. Sorry about that. But the point is, how to schedule probably isn't the best title because this is a video specifically about how to schedule video updates with TubeBuddy. How to schedule. If I'm YouTube, I don't even know where to put that. How to schedule what? So, the algorithm can't tell you where to go. How is it supposed to know? So if I get rid of that, it wasn't helping me, so there's no harm in removing. But if I get rid of how to schedule videos that's ranking #1, well, that's gonna hurt me because that is already proving successful for me. So it's if I'm actually getting any benefit from having that tag. Now, if you're ranking for a lot of the tags with this title, then don't change the title, don't change the tags that are ranking, get rid of the ones that aren't ranking, and try to find ones you are ranking for. Because you don't want to run into the problem where I just reset the video and now my channel is dying. You changed something that didn't need to be changed. And with TubeBuddy, you can see what's performing. So you're not going in blind anymore.
Why isn't TubeBuddy ranking?
So we have so much content with TubeBuddy that we compete with ourselves. Since this time, we've done so many live streams, people make videos about us. So while we own the channel name, we're competing with ourselves. You should always put your channel name as a tag, but you also have to understand as you make new videos, this isn't the most relevant video to your channel. So that's why we're not ranking for TubeBuddy.
So, question I have with this is, I've got a sailing channel, which
Okay.
is kind of a specific niche. The two big channels in that space are like 400,000 subscribers, and then you have about 6 channels that are in like this 50 to 75,000 range, and then you have lots and lots and lots of channels that are kind of where I'm at, which is the 1,000 to 10,000 range. What can I do with TubeBuddy to make sure that my content's getting noticed above those other smaller channels that are trying to compete for that audience?
So you're trying to basically find your space in a crowded niche, right?
Right.
So, with TubeBuddy, the first thing I would do is take a look at those channels and see how well are they optimizing their videos. Because most larger channels don't have the best SEO. And that's why small channels can win. Because if you understand what people are searching for, and you have it in your title, you have it in your description, you have it in your tags, you have it within the thumbnail, and you have it within the closed captioning, you can stand out. If the case was that you have to be big and successful to be on YouTube, we'd have no more new creators. So, what would be something you want to make a video on about sailing?
How to sail across an ocean.
All right, let's go. So, I see I have a 5-minute warning as well, so just want to keep that in mind. I will also be on the following panel, so those of you who would like to ask questions after that panel, I will be at the booth outside of the TubeBuddy flag and answer more. So, how to sail across an ocean?
Sure.
How to sail And let's look at this, right? These are things people are looking for at this very motion. How to sail oceans. Would that definitely fit what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
How to sail oceans. So, we can see that this is pretty good. But the most important thing for you to look at is optimization strength. It's very low. And if you look at the results, the best one, hard work, isn't even titled properly. Then you are competing with someone whose channel name is How to Sail Oceans. When it comes to videos, only one person has that exact match, and it's in their description, not even their title. So, if I know that this is good, it's yellow, I can yield, and my channel is completely about this, then my recommendation to you would be How to Sail Oceans. It has 1.33 million results. You have a real chance to stand out because they're not that well optimized. And if you know that they're not well optimized, then if you're going to teach people how to sail oceans, then teach people how to sail oceans. So you have the opportunity to break through here. That would be my answer to you. So I see a question in the, oh gosh, there's two.
Just real quick, sorry. So with your score, there's an overall score and then there's a search volume. Sometimes the overall score is high, but the search volume is low. Would you go for that, or would you try to compete with something that has more of a search but a lower score?
So my first question would be, how are the results? Because if the search volume is low, and if the search volume is low, it usually means that people aren't that into it or searching for it. So more specifically, if it's in the green, you want it to have high search volume because you want high search, but you want low optimization strength. Because that means that you can come in with a video titled exactly what people are searching for, and you have a better chance of standing out. Because this is if you want to know, you want to see the search volume be pretty high, the optimization to be low, and again, think of it like a stoplight. Red, yellow, green. People see the numbers. When it comes to the numbers, this is why I tend to tell people, think about grades from 0 to 100. If the score is good at 47, it's yellow, you know that you want very good in theory. But would you take a chance on it? So do you have a specific term in mind?
Well, going back to my niche is overcrowded as well. It's just a motherhood channel.
Okay.
So trying to dive into basically like pregnant motherhood to really niche down on the niche. I always get a good score or like really good scores in the green, but the search volume is low. So I'm trying to figure that out.
So that can be where it's too specific.
Okay.
And that might be the case. So like, again, if you see that you have 500 search results, it's not that good because, yeah, you might rank #1 in 500 results, but you don't want to be ranking where no one's searching. You could be the only one to your party, which is technically a full party, but I don't think that's what anyone wants. So like, if you're the only one who showed up to the party and you only invited yourself, yeah, it's a full party, but it's also not the happiest of parties.
So the total search results there, the 1.33 million, is that per month, per year? What is the duration on that?
So that is per 28 days, which is what YouTube told us for.
Wow. That's a lot in 28 days.
Well, apparently a lot of people want to sail oceans. The one that got me when someone is like, can you look up something for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're like, how to drive off a cliff. I'm like, okay. And it made sense because they have a gaming channel and they wanted to show how to drive off a cliff, but they didn't tell me that. And so I'm like, okay, do you need help? And so I look it up and it was a game that showed up. I'm like, oh thank God. So you'd be surprised what people are searching for. I see that and I'm like, do you need help? But to them, in their niche, it made sense. Yes.
So the optimization part of the optimization strength there isn't synonymous with specificity.
Correct.
Okay, so it's not how, so this is like the optimization strength across YouTube right now for this
Term.
terminology is weak, so go for it because you'll stand out.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what you should be doing. And now here's the thing. If it's very low, I would say if it's at high, that's usually when you'll see the score be on the lower end. You want to stand out, and there are ways to stand out if you understand this stuff. With TubeBuddy, it's super simple. Like, I've only shown you a fraction of what TubeBuddy has to offer, and we have a lot more. If you'd like to learn more, you can do so at TubeBuddy.com/Seattle. You will get a free upgrade on me, that's to this room, TubeBuddy.com/Seattle, where you should see my email. Tell them, or me, that you saw me at this panel, you hated me, and then I'll understand. No, please don't say you hated me. But that's pretty much it. I am good for time. I have to set up for the next panel, so if you didn't hate me, consider checking that out. Thank you.